Going on but once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls, and as always, otakus and Nikikomoris out there, this is Mr. Nintendo Sony Free 2011, aka Maniac Wolverine. Of course, you guys know the rest of the intros and outros towards this channel. And as always, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, all that good stuff. And today, sorry that this little fucking video thing's in the way. It's bullshit advertisement. Anyways, I know I'm not like the hugest of the hugest fan when it comes to the whole Silent Hill series. I do like the Resident Evil thing, but it barely gave me nightmares at all. With the whole Silent Hill thing back in the day, even if back when I was a mid-late 90s, early 2000s kid, I still wouldn't have played it anyways. No, granted, I still lived with my parents, and they were extremely overly religious in Christianity and all that fucking shit, which annoyed the hell out of me, because certain games I couldn't fucking play, like how some of my cousins were able to play that, because their fucking parents went to church, was this bitch, but they had the better fucking stick of life, and I didn't. When it came to which games I couldn't play or what movies I could and couldn't see, it was a little bit of a fucking bitch, to be honest. My cousins got the way back in the day when I was still back in mid-late 90s, early 2000s, when I still were the only friends I had before I started like middle school and high school, and I had my own friends. Man, they got lucky as shit. Their parents would literally like almost buy them whatever the fuck they want. Unfortunately, couldn't do that in my life when I was still a kid. Now that I'm a grown adult, I can do it whenever I want, once in a while, occasionally. Anyways, this comes from Tech Times. So it says, rumors of 2 new Silent Hill games are being developed by Konami. I probably would have had a shit ton of nightmares if I played this game. Because even the old school shit, it still kind of like gives me like shivers and goosebumps. Because it looks scary as fuck, man. Honestly, it does. The only like cartoon that ever got me into that, or video game that ever did that to me back in the day when I was in the 90s, 2000s kid, was the Medieval series. And I'm trying to think the Twisted Metal one. That's probably it. Even as a grown-ass adult in my 30s, it still scares the ever-loving crap out of me. Anyways, this comes from Uri from Tech Times. So a couple days ago, I still wanted to talk about it. So it says, Konami has entered much respect for the Silent Hill franchise, and the rumors have been surfacing 2 new Silent Hill game series are on their way. Konami has remained secretive about their works of the Silent Hill franchise, and although Castlevania or even a higher budget Contra would be very much welcome, Silent Hill has a different matter though. Although speculations from sources like Aesthetic Games and Rely on Horror, fans cannot help but be excited for this. PT demo cancels 2015 with Hideo Kojima and Guillermo del Toro. 2 big games of the industries. Two big names in the industry were supposed to release a project together in late 2015, but this seemed to luck out as Kojima left Konami, and there does not want to even be a slight possibility of this project to be revived. Although Kojima, I always get those 2 names mixed up for some reason, is very much loved by his fans of his work. Everyone was disappointed upon hearing his exit from the game, but rumors have not been silent about the new games of what they're working on. I don't know if that's a play on words. It could be. Aesthetic Games Gamer's prediction. Known how this prediction of the Resident Evil series, Aesthetic Games have become a source of rumors and truth according to him. Konami has at least 2 Silent Hill games on the way after developers have been pitching around its idea for about 2 years now. It also goes on to say, what we know from the rumors of Silent Hill games, apparently one of those games might be a reboot of the series, which would make sense since the Silent Hill series has indeed been silent, and some fans have been forgotten much about the plot, gameplay, and the Silent Hill universe. Refreshing from their memory for the game would be a wise choice for Konami to win back their fan bases of the Silent Hill series after a hiatus from the mainstream spotlight. The second game we can expect to have would be Until Dawn style decision-making adventure games, which allows the player to be more liberty and more exploring the Silent Hill world even further. Linear stories are a thing in the past, and Konami has recognized the need for exploration within the game itself. And it also goes on to say, rumors of the developers have whispered to the team that the new Silent Hill series are not internal with Konami, which has been an interesting result since we can clearly do not know if they are going to be what to expect. To add this to rumors, Silent Hill's artist Masahiro Ito, the only time I ever hear that is from the Smash Bros. Series, Masahiro Sakurai, so it's weird to have a last different Japanese name. I don't know. Let's move on. Wow. I thought Sakurai was the one that had that name was in the Japanese like Nintendo video gaming industry. Anyways, Masahiro Ito has just recently announced that he is working on a new unnamed project, and Hideo Kojima has also jumped in to apply the games. His next game may be a horror title. Reliant Horror website also claims that they are aware of the new Silent Hill project through the secret sources, but have not been released to additional details. The timing of the Xbox Series X and the PS5, which is due to be unveiled at any time now, might just make it a perfect addition to the surprise of this game, although everything is still much very unclear. Overall thoughts, views, and opinions on this. Hopefully they don't make it another bullshit pachinko thing. I know they did a lot with the Metal Gear Solid thing. That's another series I never got into because I had no interest in it and it bored the fuck out of me as a 90s, 2000s kid. I mean, the Metal Gear Rising is literally the only Metal Gear Solid series I ever played way back in 2012, 2013. This was a hack and slash game. It's very few hack and slash games that give me a lot of like, joy and nostalgia. And it's gives you a purpose to defeat the whole game, like beat the whole game as a completionist. As an achievement hunter completionist myself, that game brought me a shit ton of joy. That's like the only series I actually like from Metal Gear Solid. I'm not a lot of hardcore Metal Gear Solid series. I like Solid Snake, Water Snake, and Liquid Snake, and all the other one, and Big Boss. I know they're gonna be pissed off when I say it, but I'm sorry. It's one of the only Metal Gear Solid games I ever got into. Hopefully they don't make it some bullshit fucking pachinko gambling machine game that Konami's been fucking doing for years. It's been just shitting on a lot of franchises they created. And yeah, I feel for them. I feel really, really bad for a lot of the Konami, like Metal Gear Solid and people that were real big into Death Stranding. I feel real bad for them, man. I really do. They want those big, giant movie, billion-dollar retail, like movie video game looking experiences. I know that's what they want, but fortunately, Konami keeps like crapping on the fan base. It's just really, really fucking sad, man. Oh man, I feel for them a lot. Even though I'm not a real big fan of like a lot of the Konami series, a few of them I am, or the Metal Gear Solid series I never got into, but or Silent Hill. I did get in Resident Evil, but that's from Capcom. Though. It's not from Konami. Anyways, oh man, once again at the start of this whole month of the whole new year, man, we get a freaking man, myth, the legend himself, the former CEO before Doug Bowser took over for Nintendo America, Reggie Fils-Aimé. So it says Reggie puts a stop to Nintendo to trying to age up their logo in an attempt to appeal older, different audiences. It comes from Raw Meat Cowboy from GoNintendo.com. So I'll leave the link down below if you want to read it yourself. Very, very quick thing. Guy's absolute freaking a god in the video game industry. Even though he left, he still very much resonates with a lot of fans. I'm a fan guy when it comes to the dude's shit, man. Absolute legend there in the flesh. Anyways, enough of me fanboying about the dude. Anyways, there's no doubt that Nintendo is one of the most family-friendly companies in the gaming industry. They create titles to anyone for younger kids to adults to enjoy. Hopefully, I'm due to do a second part in this. I apologize if I do. Unfortunately, that approach to content creation earned Nintendo a bit of negativity for small-minded people. While some still view Nintendo as a kiddie nowadays, the sentiment was much stronger back around the GameCube days and was almost weaponized by gamers. In an interview with Present Value podcast, Reggie recalls what Nintendo was trying to do as a combatant to some of the negativity. The company was playing with their classic logo and in a way tried to show Nintendo as a more adult-friendly, edgy company, and Reggie saw that as a step in the wrong direction. Check out Reggie's comments on the movement below. I don't know if this is a couple years ago, way back in 2003 or 4, when the GameCube was at the top of its food chain. It was one of the biggest things Nintendo created. I know at the time there was PS2 and the Xbox at that time. So those were the main three at that time. For any old school console gamers, you know what I'm talking about. So it says, from a branding standpoint, we had to be clear what is Nintendo as a brand stood for, as well as the individual franchise would have stood for. I'll give you an example. I had to get a sip of my water. Let's continue. When I was joining Nintendo, there was a sense of almost shame that Nintendo appealed to younger customers, and the marketing team at Nintendo of America started doing things with the logo. The classic Nintendo logo is an oval. They would put it with a graffiti style, or they be different things to try and age up the logo. And I put a stop to that because that is not our brand. And what needed to do, as always, was appeal to a broad swatch of customers. I never heard it like that. I don't know if that's a typo or whatever, but let's move on. What we needed to do is based on what the brand stood for, and not doing it in some false way. Systematically, we went through and cleaned up the presentation of the brand. We also created messages coupled with content that would be broadening the reach, broadening the appeal, and setting the stage for all the great products we would like with the Wii U Fit, and eventually the Nintendo Switch. Oh, so this wasn't that long ago. Okay. It's 4 sources that I'll leave the links down there if you want to check them out yourself. But, oh, man. January 26th. This is only a day ago. By the time this goes up, probably 3 days old. So this might be irrelevant by that time. But probably Wednesday or Thursday. I'll see. Overall thoughts, views, and opinions. The man is an absolute savior in fucking disguise, man. I know they had that little controversy last week, which I completely decided not to talk about with Nintendo. They were suing, like, I think Germany or Russia, one of the European companies over there. They wanted, like, and this is the part that I'm a little pissed off at fucking Nintendo for doing that. As a fan, I love them. At the same time, it pissed me the fuck off that they still don't want to give their customers, like, money back, guarantee, no refunds. So in Germany or Russia or any of those European things, I think it was like Norway, Germany, Ukraine, somewhere in that area of Europe. If any people live in Europe, you let me know down in the comments below. But they said that they won the freaking court case, so people can't get stuff digital. They want they want to refund their games back in a digital like current space instead of the physical way. They're not allowed to do it anymore. Nintendo won't accept that. That's kind of a fucking bitch for the people that didn't like the game and want their money back. It really sucks. That's a kick in the balls for them in their wallet. So that really, really fucking sucks that Nintendo did that shit. I disagree with their fucking practices there because Sony and Microsoft's a lot more nicer when they do that shit, but Nintendo, kind of assholes for doing it. And then again, Nintendo Japan's the one that runs all the other Nintendos probably. Like Nintendo of America, Nintendo Canada, Nintendo UK, Nintendo Australia, etc., etc. It's a little bit of a bitch, but unfortunately, you know what? I decided not to talk about that because it's going to lead me into a lot of negative bullshit and it's going to make me feel like garbage. So that's why I decided not to cover that story last week. It was a real big one, but I wanted to skip it because I didn't want to like crap on the company that bad. But anyways, that's all I got to say for now, and I'm out of here. Links to description box down below both these articles, and that's it. And links to one of the videos where I got this information from a YouTuber down below. Peace out once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls, as always. Otakus and Nikki Kimoris out there. I will see you when I see you. You guys have a good day, have a good night, wherever you're in the universe out there. Stay tuned more future content channel, including video game industry news, anime, manga news, internet news, and of course, video reaction reviews once in a while. And that's it. Peace out. I'm like sauerkraut. Laters and goodbye. I'll see you people on the flip side. Oh, one more other thing. I know Nintendo changed their color of the words before, but they always had that oval all the time. Anyways, that's all I got to say for now. I'm out of here. Peace and deuces and goodbye. Rest in peace, unfortunate Kobe Bryant, even though I wasn't a big basketball fan. Sucks. He was still a pop culture icon. Later. See you soon.